Hello, Cinnamon Rage here, and welcome to race 8 of season 16 of AOR. And this week we move from Canada to France, and in Canada the last time I posted this just 2 days ago I'd said I got 11th. Actually, it turns out with penalties I got bumped up to 10th after the stewards' inquiries etc were all done, so ended up going from no points in a frustrating race to 1 point in a frustrating race, but honestly that point is quite nice to just have. In France, this is proving quite a tricky track. Just not been feeling great recently, so I've not really been putting in any practice. For reference, in Monaco I was doing pretty much a race sim, 50% race sim, every night in the week running up to the race. For this track, I did my first one on the Sunday morning, which is the day of the race, so it gives you an idea of how I wasn't ready for it, if truth be told. So realistically, I was just looking to keep it clean. And in that race sim, just could not keep it within the bounds of the track. So, like all the tracks recently, it just feels like it's a one-stop, it's the best strategy, which I think hopefully Codemasters will change for 2019, because it means I'm doing one lap every single qualifying session. I'm waiting like 15 minutes before I even go out on track, and it's just dull. I'd rather have a better chance. So anyway, this was my one and only lap right at the end of the session. It wasn't great. One of the byproducts of only ever doing one lap is you tend to be overly cautious, because if you invalidate, that's your last. So I come across a line here, and at the time it's P11, which I thought was perfect because it means I get to pick new tyres, but by the time actually a few other people had set their laps, I ended up 14th. And you can also see there my teammate Jermo. For some reason I kept out qualifying him earlier in the season, but that was in fact just due to, again, one lap making a slight mistake and no chance to make up for it. But last couple of races he's been back on top in terms of the qualifying positions. So yeah, I think that's to be expected, to be honest. So anyway, starting P14. New set of tyres because I'm qualifying outside the top 10, so I go for super softs and softs, and it is another dry race. I've not actually had a race this season where it's been wet. No, that's a total lie. Canada was the last race that I was at, but even still I think we've had one of the best hit rate in our leagues for good weather conditions. So yeah, P14, somebody did have a 5-second grid place penalty, but they were behind me in the first place anyway, so it didn't adjust me. And what you're about to see here is one of the kind of chaotic starts. Slowing down and zooming in, you can see I think Code Z taps into the back of Fluffy Pillow, who taps into the back of Catherine, who then taps into the back of OK UI, and it just puts a couple of them, I think it was Catherine and OKUI, that really took the brunt of it. And yep, that's me. Just because I was right behind them, I lost. I really should have gained at least a couple of places, but I ended up losing more than that. But you can see here, Mini Dude hits Germo, and so I go around them because they're spinning, and as I come back on track I get told that I'd made 2 illegal overtakes, which at the time I'm not sure. I slowed down, but instead of giving them both their spaces back, I ended up giving back 4 places, and that took me from 11th right behind my teammate down to 15th. Having looked back on this, I should have just kept going. I'd done nothing wrong, and I would have put it through a stewards to get the time back, but I didn't, and I got punished for it. So yeah, I don't know what was going on with this game. But I do get a good run here on Fluffy Pillow, but actually for the first time I've just noticed he's got no left end plate, so that explains why, because later on you'll see him just go past me with ease. He was much faster around here. But oh, who's that? That was Donut. I don't know who got spun there, but yeah, so that's up to P13, which is still 1 place ahead of where it was, but yeah, it should have been, as I say, I had to give 4 places away, although I did get 1 back, but I should have been in the top 10 at this point, in 10th place, so that was just frankly disappointing. So here though, my pace seems okay. I'm catching up to LE Revolution and Can't actually see the name of the driver in front while I'm looking at it in this little mini window with an iMovie. But I'm getting a good run here. It's still only second lap, so no DRS, and braking at 100 metre board, dropped to fourth as I clipped the apex, and then into third, come round the rise, and I don't know, maybe LE Revolution had some damage, but I get a much better run out here, stick it into Rich and overtake, and I get past him, and then I do take a really wide line here, and then he just comes across and gives me wing damage, and actually he bounced off into the wall if you look at the mini-map. So just quickly looking at that again, just because obviously we've bumped into each other a couple of times, so I just wanted to make absolutely sure I'd done nothing wrong. But you can see there's a phenomenal amount of room in the right hand side, and he just, I don't know what happened there, but that caused wing damage, and although it wasn't the worst, it's one of those things that you're never going to be as good with it, you're just not. So I kind of was trying to leave Quasimodo a bit of room here, but I left him way too much. And you can see I barely accelerate there to make sure I don't get any corner cutting warnings, because that's about how I decided I was more likely to actually make my places back. Is actually through, well, corner cutting warnings for other people. I let Dante go through because Dante's actually got quite bad lag, and I just didn't want, and I had a bit of wing damage. There's no point fighting it. So yeah, that's me to 6th place, but lots of people have pitted at this point. Coming into the pits, don't get a 5-second penalty like I did in Canada, which is good. But instead of doing a 2.8 second pit stop, end up doing a 9.4. So that's over 6 seconds lost, just because of LE Revolution sliding into me. And I've got Fluffy Pillow behind me, and he's just quicker, to be honest. So I actually lose it here, going over the rise, so I just didn't bother fighting it. I knew I'd lost the place. I can try and keep to the left just to let Fluffy Pillow past. And now I've got Catherine behind me. So yeah, 14th out of 16, it's not looking good for points today. Just a bit frustrating. And actually you can see I've just come past, it's overrated Llama's just come out of the pits behind me, and they catch up with me so quick. They're on super soft though compared to my softs. Even though my softs are only 5 laps old, a brand new set of super softs and a driver who's quick around the track, I'm never really going to actually have a hope of fighting him off. So once you see me go on the straight here, I do try and leave room. I tried to take that corner pretty badly, too many wheels in the curb. But yeah, I don't fight this. He's going to have DRS on me. It was just, there was no point. So I just let him go past. And then what happens is I've got Catherine, who's taken out at the start, and the whole thing instigated, I think, by Code Z, based on some footage people have been posting in the forums. And you can see, zooming in the mini-map there, how quickly she closes in on me. My intention here was not actually to just get in the way. I just wanted a clean race. I didn't want to hold people up. But every time I come out, I seem to get a decent run, so I'm not going to slow up, but I'm not going to fight a position. But you can see this is about where she gets close. You start seeing the white double arrows kind of coming in at this point, but yeah, I even move right to the right hand side here, but I must have got a better exit onto that corner, because I'd moved in because I was just going to not fight the position again, but I didn't need to again. I just kept getting slightly better exits. I can't exactly remember when it was. I assume it's got to be in this section of footage. I tend to clip all the footage together at the start, and then try and remember what I was doing as I'm talking over it. But yeah, she does get a much better exit this time. So I decide I'm going to stay out wide. You see I leave a lot of room on the inside, but I clip the curb and just lose a wee bit of traction. So although I wasn't fighting it, I kind of ended up almost killing myself getting out of the way. But here you can see a wee feature for the last 3 laps of the race. Code Z just takes a massive corner cut and keeps his place, which, to be honest, you kind of think is really dubious, but credit where credit's due. You'll actually see just round this other corner, he actually moves to the side to let Catherine back past, so that was nice, fair play, which is always good to see. Sometimes you do go wide and you can't really help it, but you can see here though, he just takes a massive corner cut. So that's corner cut 2. I'm going to count it as 3, as you can see, simply because it went on for so long. So, and again, this is only what I've seen in the last like 3 laps in the race. But yeah, this, I'm not going to do this if it's only for 3. So yeah, there's a wee bit of spoilers there. So yeah, I've now got OK at this point as well, who's just caught right up on me in the super soft. And yeah, I think OK UI's speed is obviously good. He's quite often right up there in the kind of region of pole position, but obviously he get taken out. And there was, I kind of forgot to note it before the symbol come up there, but a 4th corner cut there from Code Z, though not much. It was just a wee kind of mini one. But I'm going to fast forward through the next wee stage, which is just OK and Code Z fighting. We're on to the last lap now, come around the first corner, and I could maybe have counted this one for another 2 track extensions because it was again a bit of a beauty. But yeah, at this point I don't know if Code Z's tyres had gone off, but I knew he was on, I think, in the region of about 16 seconds worth of penalties because I asked my engineer. But so I was on none at this point. I had 2 warnings the entire race, and even with all that, Code Z just wouldn't let me past. He was also lagging quite a bit as well, which was quite frustrating following him. But at points it was like I was being brake checked. He was going out of corner so slowly. It was it was just hard racing. You can see me backing out here because I know I have the penalties advantage over both him and OK as well, so I was just willing to see it through to the end. But he locks up here, and I could see as he came in, he was not, even though he'd locked up, made a mistake, and I had the corner, he just cut across the corner, which almost hit me in the front, so I'd had to back out of it. There's another beauty of a corner cut. If you're doing that many corner cuts, just let the person past. And there's another one, and actually I end up following him through for my first 3-second penalty. But I mean, that's twice I've almost been brake checked. It was just bizarre driving right in the last 2 laps of the race, and then someone obviously intentionally ramming themselves into the wall at the end there, which is just a bit odd behaviour. So yeah, a funny one. So I end up finishing 12th. Even if I hadn't been for the 3-second penalty, Catherine was miles ahead anyway, so it's not as if I had to get any extra places. Teammate Jermo crossed the line 4th or 5th, but I had a 10-second penalty because someone knocked into him, but I believe he's going to appeal that, so we'll see what happens there. But anyway, thanks for watching this shorter but slightly strange video, and I'll catch you next week at Austria. So if you enjoyed, like and subscribe, and speak to you later. Bye.